Okay, so Coach, opening statement on tonight's 79-72 win over East Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think I said it on Saturday, and I'll say it again, only a little bit more emphatically. Got to give our guys a lot of credit. I think that they showed up with their effort. I really felt like the start of the game and the majority of the first half, we played the way teams around here are supposed to play defensively. Got a little bit loose as we went through the game, but give them all the credit in the world. I think they prepared the right way, and I'm happy for them that they were able to have some success tonight on the scoreboard.
Keon, for you, 17 total points, 10 assists, double-double, and then 6 rebounds. One of the 4 Lumberjacks finishing in double figures tonight. Just talk about the efficiency that you saw on offense when it came to finding open teammates and being able to cash in on those buckets, and then having 4 Lumberjacks being able to score in double figures.
First thing about me is I like to get my teammates involved as early as possible. Just give them some type of rhythm to start off the game. And, I like to just try to get to the basket as much as possible, read the defense, play to my strengths and play to my teammates' strengths, try to make the game easier for everyone around me. And, getting 6 rebounds, that's something that I've done over the past years or so. So I try to make everything easy for everyone else. So I feel like my effort makes up for everything.
And it just seemed like a very physical game across the board, not only from you guys, but also a little bit of credit to East Texas A&M when it came to certain plays. Just talk about the physicality throughout the entire game and if the intensity picked up at all, or if just being able to match it overall throughout the entire game.
They're a tough team. Obviously, they're physical. Coach said we were physical as well, but there are also times in the game where we weren't as physical and we would kind of lackadaisical or casual. So I feel like that's something that we work on in practice, try to be more consistent throughout an entire 40-minute game instead of just 30 minutes, 35, or even 20 minutes as well. So that's something that we're going to continue on establishing and growing from as we continue the last 2 months of the season.
All right, to the media.
Coach, first of all, congrats on the first win as interim head coach here.
Yeah, congratulate these guys, man. They're the ones that score all the points.
Well, is it something that is it come as a relief or something you can celebrate more, or just,
At the end of the day, I said it the other day, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but this whole deal, it's not about me.
Right.
It's about these players, and it's about everybody in our organization supporting these players, and continuing to help them, coach them, guide them, and I think that as we go through this, hopefully we'll be able to have more games like this where we have some success. But I'm really happy for him. I'm happy for Keon. Keon puts a ton of pressure on himself. One of his greatest strengths is probably his greatest weakness, and that's his competitive desire and his just how much he cares about his teammates, and for him to hopefully break out of his shell, and we can have some more performances like this moving forward. Will really help us. So happy for our team, happy for everybody in our organization. Really appreciate the crowd once again coming out supporting these guys.
Shooting percentage improved drastically.
Mm-hmm.
How'd the improvement?
I think you have to ask. You can ask Keon the same question. I think we're getting some better shots. We're taking some better shots than maybe we have, the last couple weeks for sure. And, really nothing new. I wouldn't say too much schematically, just really trying to put emphasis on the types of shots that we're taking. And I think our guys have done a good job here the last couple of days of making them when their number's called.
Yeah, Keon, I guess same question then. How the improvement in shooting?
We practice shooting. In practice, situational shooting. There's also guys that get in the gym afterwards or before practice to work on the game. And, as a player, as a teammate, that puts confidence in myself that as a point guard, I can trust these guys on the floor to make plays for themselves, and for us as a whole. So I feel like just seeing those guys work on their game constantly every day, you know, that gives me confidence, and I feel like that's why I had the performance I had today.
And the confidence thing, from a player's perspective, how big of a confidence booster was this game?
I feel like we've been through a tough slump. You know, obviously nobody expected this from us. So I feel like this is a big boost of confidence for us as a whole and moving on forward. And I feel like this tells all of us that something's working behind the scenes. So, I mean, why not keep doing it?
Coach, also congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the win here at home. Just kind of want to talk a little bit, you know, you guys holding on to the lead for the majority of the time, but, you know, key timeouts taken, key breaks taken. What's maybe said during the huddle that, you know, when East Texas A&M goes on a run, that you guys talk about, dispute a little bit, and figure out the keys to success overall in the game? What are some of the things that may have been mentioned?
You know, I don't know if there were really any disputes to speak of. Like we're 14 guys in our organization, you know, just trying to beat the opponent. But as the game wore on, I thought we got a little bit loose defensively, and you know, we can't, like, obviously we shot the ball well, but we can't rely on that, right? Like we've got to do a better job of staying, you know, locked in defensively for the entire game. I mean, to be quite frank, there was a timeout with about 4 minutes to go where I apologized. I put us in a press back in the zone, thought it would burn some clock, and they wound up 2 passes and hit a 3. Like, you know, when everybody's pulling the same way, we all got to hold each other accountable. So I wouldn't say that there wasn't really much other than, you know, let's try to focus on the task at hand and win the game.
Let's briefly mention about Nana. Besides coming off the bench and being extremely efficient today, 5 for 5, and being able to pull in 7 rebounds, he joined some elite company when it comes to SFA history. He played in his 135th career game as a Lumberjack today, and he is now tied with Thomas Walkup, Dallas Cameron, and Trey Pinckney for the most games played as a Lumberjack.
You know, obviously, there's not a whole lot to say, right? Like, Nana is, like, he is Nacogdoches, right? He is SFA. Had I known that, I'd have brought him in here. But maybe that's something you can talk to him about throughout the week.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about Nana is, so I'll set the table for you. Clayton Southwood couldn't go tonight, so that limits our rotation with bigs. Went to Nana during warm-ups and was like, hey, we're gonna start Miles. And I mean, he just put his fist out, like, all right, great. And you know, you can't say enough good things about Nana. Everybody who knows him loves him. All of his teammates love him. He is kind of a rock on our team. Like, you can kind of always count on him. You always know who Nana is. And I don't know that there's a bigger compliment than just knowing who somebody is, right? Like, he's the same guy every day. So I'll be sure to congratulate him. Thank you for noting that. And you know, that's awesome for Nana.
Keon, any thoughts on that accomplishment? I know you just came in, but anything to say to Nana?
He's the mayor.
Okay, so now you get a little bit of break. You'll be hosting Lamar, which before tonight's game was the conference win for the Lumberjacks. Just talk about the next steps of preparation, obviously celebrating the win from a player's perspective, and then obviously a coach perspective on how you attack the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be no different. We have to take tomorrow off. NCAA makes you take a day off. These guys really wish we didn't have to take a day off, but we're going to stay within the rules. We're going to stay within the rules. So they'll be up here getting treatment. We had a lot of guys that played a lot of minutes, so they'll work with our athletic training staff throughout the day tomorrow, and then we'll practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you know, we got a good Lamar team. It was a heck of a game down there. They do some things that can really cause you problems if you're not prepared and disciplined. And so we've got our hands full. Hopefully we can have another great crowd on a Saturday afternoon, and you know, try to stack a couple wins together as we move forward.
Keon, anything else?
Next game forward. Let's do it.
Lumberjacks moved to 2-8 in conference play, beating East Texas A&M to 72. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep.